Stop that. Stop that. Restream taking over my show. Anyway. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another edition of Geek Culture Congress. We are back after a long hiatus. Hurricanes and everything. Yeah.
Big storm. Yeah.
It's been wild. It's been wild and crazy. Joey almost lost his whole apartment. That's crazy, man.
Prayers to everybody.
Yeah.
That's people need.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
All that good energy.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to another edition of Geek Culture Congress podcast. Thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream. Today, it's been an interesting time in nerdom in geek world. We have a trailer for interesting trailer, very entertaining trailer for Thunderbolts asterisk.
Why you put the asterisk on it?
We also have a very surprising TV show. Yeah, very well done. I've been enjoying it for the most part. We have the Penguin, The Sopranos, and Gotham. Yeah. It's a little wild. It's a little crazy out there. What else we got? We got a Transformers 1 movie being praised, hailed as the best animated movie of all time. It's crazy. It's wild.
I have seen it. Should you talk about it?
Yeah, so I need you to tell me about it. We're going to talk about it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Geek Culture Congress podcast is live, and let's get into it. Before we get into the good stuff, because I know Joey may join us later, give or take. I don't want to uninclude him for Agatha and MCU stuff. So, you've seen Transformers 1.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Is it better than the 1985 Transformers the movie? Yeah.
No.
Okay. Wow.
No, it's not better. That's hard to beat though. That movie. I mean, if you're 6, 7 years old, 5 years old, you're not gonna be like, oh, this one's better. But I don't know how kids feel about it as an adult. This one was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. I mean, comparing it to other animated, I liked it more than any of the Arcane. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I liked Arcane.
Yeah.
It's up there with the first Spider-Verse.
Wow. Strong
It's
words.
up there with the Spider-Verse to me. It's really good. It's like really surprisingly, shockingly good. As an origin story for Megatron and Prime, and some of these other characters.
Yeah.
I was very impressed.
Really?
There was nobody in that theater with me. But
Wow. There was no adult in the theater with you? Is that what you're trying to say?
there was nothing but adults.
Mm-hmm.
I went at like 10:30 at night. Like let me go and just check it out. But I was very impressed.
So you saw it on a whim?
Well, I was planning to go see it, and I had some extra time, so I was like, let me go see it before the show. But we didn't do the show last Monday, but I saw it that Sunday prior, and 9 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
As far as like animated film,
So are you trying to tell me I need to see this movie?
I think you need to see this movie.
Yeah. Okay.
To me, it's that good.
Yeah. All right.
It's that good.
All right. I'm excited now.
Yeah.
Wow. I should have seen it. I was offered a bunch of previews to see it.
Yeah.
And I passed them all up.
Yeah, no, we had the one on a Saturday in Orlando. No, none of us were available. So
we passed them all up.
Yeah.
And it was the best. It's the best animated movie this year. We passed it all.
I felt obligated to inform, the world how dope this movie was.
That's funny.
It's that dope.
Yeah.
It's all the hype. All the hype is well earned. If there is hype on it, it's well earned.
Cool. I'm gonna check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out. And shout out to everyone who's watching the live version of the show. Feel free to chime in on the chat and let us know how you feel about whatever heck we're talking about. So I'm assuming you watched something else that I haven't quite watched yet, which is The Penguin.
I have.
Yes.
I have.
Once again, Tarek is going to talk the Geek Culture Congress of Tarek Lewis today, because he has all the insight and everything I want to talk about. I haven't had time to catch up on a lot of stuff. So talk to us about The Penguin. Everybody's saying it's the Sopranos in Gotham. It's the a gangster movie set in Gotham. So give us the lowdown, of course, without spoiling stuff. I don't know if there's enough to spoil yet, but
right now it's not enough to spoil. If you've seen the trailers, you know what the main motivation is. A lot of character introduction going on right now. But this last episode, which I have like 5 minutes of this, I saw it, but I was like, let me repay attention to see exactly what's going on. You see why the Penguin is in later times they're going to see him as a criminal mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's really pulling strings. You think the Sopranos because of the obvious mob stuff.
Right.
It's also like, remember how like Littlefinger was pulling strings in Game of Thrones?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like that. Once again, I gotta say, Colin Farrell, unrecognizable. Every time I see his name on the credits, I'm like shocked. I'm like, wait, who? Oh, okay, he's the Penguin.
Yeah, it's just like he really. If he doesn't win an Emmy, I mean, come on. Man.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I haven't really seen a transformation like that in a while. When Andy McAvoy gets split, that one like too. Like Colin Farrell is killing it. Everyone's killing it. It's great. It's just a great show. It's a great show. I didn't watch The Sopranos, so I couldn't tell you like what the comparison was, but I can stereotype The Sopranos and tell you I can see why they made the comparison. The kid Lindsay Felice, he was in it wasn't Misfits.
Yeah.
What were the little superhero kids who were the kids of villains, and they had a show, Freebie or Fox or something like that for a little while. Anyway, he's from that show. He's been good. Kristen Milotti, she's been great. It's a good show. It's a good show. You don't have to be into Batman to be into the show.
Okay.
You may have had to like they kind of give you it's in the immediate aftermath of the end of the Batman movie. But they kind of give you like a monologue version of like what happened at the end of that movie.
Right.
I'm sure at some point we're going to see Batman in some form, or maybe not. Maybe they'll like one of these characters. I keep trying to figure out like, are one of these characters going to become another Batman villain? That we're just waiting for. Like, is somebody going to be Firefly, or
maybe
one of these guys is going to become famous. So that's
Yeah.
getting into that type of intrigue.
Right.
But television show, 8 out of 10, maybe 9.
Wow. Okay, it's on fire then. It's on fire. Yeah. Welcome to Joy Franchise, to the Geek Culture Congress podcast. How you doing, sir?
Up?
How you been?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Good.
And
Been,
you
running
survived
around.
the storm, and you've been running around.
Child got me running around crazy.
Yeah.
Keeping the radio station on the air and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Helene.
Yeah.
Not really.
Tarek watched Transformers 1, and I'm wondering if you watched it.
Not yet. I've been meaning to
Okay.
go. I've been trying to convince my kid
Yeah.
to watch it. So
He says it's the best animated movie of all time.
that's me.
I think if you watch this replay, though, you won't see that.
All right. It was
I
so
get
funny
your
because I feel
character.
like we were dogging this movie like when we saw the trailer.
Well, we avoided like every single screener for this movie.
Yeah, I was supposed to go and I got the dates wrong.
Yeah.
So shame on me.
It did not look great in trailers, to be honest.
No, it didn't. But
Yeah.
Tarek said 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 is crazy.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
now it'd be a good reason to go watch it.
Yeah. And then
I don't know how kids would feel. It's like funny moments and goofy things.
Yeah.
Like adult comedy.
It's not a bunch of adult comedy, but I didn't feel like weird being in the theater watching it. I was in there watching If. I'd be like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of here. But
Then the other thing we talked about before you showed up, Joey, was the Penguin.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I only
Yeah.
got to episode 1, but it's definitely giving Soprano vibes. It's being advertised properly as that. So I'm enjoying it. And this is DC's way of doing villains with their own story arc. Right. This is where Sony continues to just fail.
Hey, give them a moment. Let them come out with that Venom and see if they right the ship.
I mean, they're gonna right the ship with Venom, and I think Venom's gonna be solid. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna introduce cross Null over to Spider-Man's universe, and that's how Spider-Man gets the symbiote suit for Secret Wars.
Okay.
And that probably will happen after the end of Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, that's been really prevalent in the.
It might even be.
in
It
the
might be
rumor
either.
mill.
It might be
the
either
scoopers.
Spider-Man 4 or Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
So you're optimistic for the Venom film.
My what?
You're optimistic for Venom for this next.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of need it to be good, and for the sake of Spider-Man, I need it to be good for the sake of them doing the MCU, the Tom Holland Spider-Man symbiote suit correctly.
Yeah.
That, like, they got to stick the landing with this Venom movie, because if they kind of, set it up in a really cheesy way, like they've done, with the Carnage movie, because I feel like the Carnage movie was overly hyped, and it was something I was looking forward to. It
was good until it wasn't.
Yeah, it was good until it wasn't, until you saw it. So I really need this.
Came out, yeah.
For the sake of Spider-Man 4 and how they're going to introduce symbiote Tom Holland, they got to stick the landing for this one.
I'm going to watch it. I thoroughly enjoyed Venom 1, like everybody else. Disappointed in Venom 2. Can't say that I hated it, but I just disappointed. The hype.
It's lacking.
Tom Hardy makes it terrible. That's why, because Tom Hardy's just that good.
Yeah. Tom Hardy can top a film up pretty well on his own.
I would like for him to exist as a variant Eddie Brock for the MCU.
Yeah, hopefully that when they merge these things, that he's the Eddie Brock, and maybe he doesn't remember the previous. Well, I don't know. It's not like replacing Wolverine or anything, but he's been a very good Eddie Brock.
Or because of him and Venom's relationship, that hive mind that they were talking about at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, all the Eddie Brocks have a hive mind.
Wow, that's interesting.
That'd be pretty
Well,
crazy.
we got to get these writers room. This is ridiculous. Going on years here now. What a great idea.
Yeah,
It's
well,
great.
we'll see what happens. Well, while we're still on the MCU, we already moved on from the Penguin talk, and I still need to watch Penguin myself and Transformers 1. But let's talk about this Thunderbolts trailer, Thunderbolts asterisk. Yeah, at the end. So I'm assuming the asterisk is because they're going to be like some kind of new Avengers or Avengers
Dark
West
Avengers.
Coast. Or
Yeah.
Because, they say Dark Avengers, right? But, in the comic books, that Dark Avenger team was not like, we're the Dark Avengers. They were just the Avengers. They just happened to be the evil Avengers,
Right.
They were not
Yeah.
like, oh, we're the Dark Avengers. They never said that, it was just the title of the comic book. I'm assuming like they're going to be some kind of new Avenger, some kind of Avengers team or Team B. Who knows? I don't know.
They're gonna appear in the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
Appearing.
I think they're going to be part of the Avengers somehow, some way. We have our Sentry confirmation from the trailer. Bob.
Wow.
Yeah. Does he have 6 fingers in that trailer?
Yo, in the poster it shows
Yeah.
6 fingers, I think.
Yeah, it's wild.
Somebody even close to an AI, probably.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, we got our confirmation for Bob. Yeah, the Sentry. I forget what his last name is in the comic books, but
Reynolds, Robert Reynolds.
Reynolds. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Robert Reynolds. Yeah. So very interesting. I enjoyed the trailer. I think I'm pretty hyped for the movie.
Yeah, it was well done. I got a reaction to the trailer dropping tomorrow. It's been on hiatus due to the hurricane, but I kind of give some predictions of how I feel like it's going to go down. And they set it up really nice. I think introducing Bob and they showed off the Sentry logo. So I'm assuming with that that S symbol is going to kind of form around him like nanotech, how Iron Man's suit did.
Mhm.
So I think that forms his suit, just that little emblem.
I see.
But yeah, I like the story. I like it that these, they're hitman for hire, and Val's trying to cover up something, or the experiment that she's been creating with the Sentry Serum, which is a mock of. It's basically the Captain America.
She's been like investing. She bought Tony
Avengers.
Stark's tower, which
Yep.
is they're obviously in Tony Stark's tower, or what's hers tower now. And like you just look at the plans, the notes that were is in the trailer for the Sentry. Like seems like they were working on like a base and his logo and his suit and stuff like that.
Looks like they were experimenting on more than just one person to
Yeah.
try this thing out. And
in that
Bob's the
trailer,
only one that worked.
in that trailer where they all meet up, it seems like they're all on their own different like mission, and then it's like, oh, and then Bob pops out, and then like all the doors start closing. So it seems like they like suckered all those guys in there to fight Bob, maybe, or to stop him somehow.
Yeah, I think there's a bigger threat.
Yeah.
I think most of the movie is going to be that because Sentry turns into the Void.
Yeah, and the Void is like a big Omega level threat, like like bigger than Thanos, bigger than like destroy the whole universe threat.
Right.
Yeah, and at least in the comic books, anyway.
Yeah, a lot of that movie is going to be them kind of calm him down from not going Void.
Right. Tarek, did the trailer tickle you to be interested, or it's hot trash?
No, I'm actually very interested. I'm actually very interested. I think one of the big things I took from the trailer is that, like, are we getting, like, is Bucky going to be Winter Soldier again? Like, are we getting, like, a cool Winter Soldier, with his arm on all the time? And, we're Destiny's children from Wakanda don't just take it all easy. Are we getting, like, a legit Bucky, Winter Soldier, Sentry idea? I'm cool with. I don't know that much about Sentry except that like he can go toe to toe with almost anybody. Their version of Superman.
Yeah, Sentry stopped World War Hulk.
Yeah.
Comic books.
So
yeah.
I'm wondering, is there going to be some interchange between Captain America: Brave New World and what's going on in Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
The way they introduced everybody and got them all in that same place in this trailer was really cool.
Mhm.
It's the same in the film. I'm okay with that. Sometimes you get mad, like, I don't want it already. They already showed
Right.
it, but it was so dope.
Right.
It was so dope how they got
I,
everybody
I think
together.
it's very interesting because it's going to be like Sam Wilson's team, maybe whatever they decide to do with Captain America, and then this is going to be Bucky's team. You know, like Team A
Yeah,
and Team B,
I could see that.
and maybe they're going to play around with the Captain America idea with Bucky too. You know, being another Captain
Yeah.
America. You know,
Yeah.
because
So
he did
that's what
in
made
the
it
comics he was.
so intriguing.
Hmm.
And I know Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, and Scarlett
Yeah.
Johansson, but I'm buying her little sister as the new Black
Yeah.
Widow.
And I even think like they might even include because they already had Yelena in what was the other TV show?
And Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you very much. They already had Yelena and Hawkeye, so Daredevil and a Black Widow per se do have a romance. You know what I mean? So maybe they're gonna play around with that idea in the
You're gonna have
Daredevil
to
show.
scrap with She-Hulk for that though.
Yeah, no, well
She-Hulk
doing her own thing.
I just think with Thunderbolts, the way the trailer was, and the way they're bringing the characters together, it's starting to look like Marvel is becoming a little more cohesive again.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more grounded, but maybe a little more cohesive.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to have to do group films because the big, not only the big stars as the actors, but the big stars as the characters. Thor, Captain America, Iron Man. That's their big three for the Avengers. Minus Spider-Man. Some of these things are on their way out. I don't know how many more Thor movies are we going to do. Guardians is kind of ending or ended. So it's good to see them doing these ensemble cast films, and this one looks like it's going to be actually very entertaining.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't looking forward to it, and actually, I was pleasantly surprised by the trailer, and I'm in for it. So there you go.
I'm really excited. To add on what Tarek said, I think that it is good that they're doing an ensemble because I feel like there's no other characters outside of I think the new big three is really just Hulk, Spider-Man, and Black Panther. But with until we get respectfully, because I thought Shuri was great, we get the new T'Challa, which is pretty much what they're setting up. I think that will round out their big three, and Spider-Man can carry a movie by himself. I think Black Panther can carry a movie by himself. Hulk definitely could, but with the right situation that they got going on with Paramount, that who knows when that'll happen or when we'll get a World War Hulk, because that's what they've been talking about for years, speculating. But yeah, the fact that Marvel is really putting it together and they're doing these ensemble casts, I feel like that's what's going to help these movies grow and be big. I think Deadpool Wolverine was a testament to that, even though Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds at the helm can hold his own, and same thing with Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. But man, to have them those powerhouses on the screen together, really probably raise some eyebrows. I'm like, oh, we gotta do something. We gotta keep doing more of this. That's why you see a lot of dooms like the event. That's why they steamrolled the Avengers stuff. I think Captain America, Brave New World is gonna feature an ensemble cast as well. They're just not showing it, which is cool because I feel like they gave so much because they had that because they had a McDonald's deal, and I'm assuming it's because McDonald's couldn't do any Deadpool stuff because of how unadulterated the movie is.
It's rated R.
Yeah, it's a rated R movie. So they had. I'm assuming they had a contract with McDonald's to do something with Marvel, and they showed off all these characters that were going to be in the upcoming Captain America movie. Which honestly, when they were giving away the Happy Meals, those toys, that movie's not. People were getting toys for a movie that's not coming out for another year and a half.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the fact that we got the hint of who's going to be in the movie, what we're going to see in it, and then we got the trailer to go with it. I'm glad that they're kind of keeping a lot of the stuff close to the chest. I think Hulk will fight Red Hulk because it's only right.
Yeah, I mean it's got to happen that way.
I was thinking maybe Sentry would fight Red Hulk.
That'd be interesting too.
Does Thunderbolts come out before? Thunderbolts comes out before. No, Captain America comes out before Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we'll see what happens. Before I talk about Agatha all along, I just want to ask you guys if you guys watched Twilight of the Gods on Netflix.
I have not.
Zack Snyder's animated Norse mythology thing.
I didn't yet. when I watch it, I want to have time to like binge it, and
Yeah.
I didn't have time to. So
I started it. And I enjoyed it. I just think that Zack Snyder's because I watched his director's cuts of Rebel Moon 2, and I just think Zack Snyder is on this weird sex scene thing. You know, like his sex scenes for his characters are just are running a little too long. You know what I mean? And it's a little odd. It's a little questionable, but it is very entertaining so far. What I watched, and I have not completed it yet, so I cannot give it a full review. But of what I have seen so far, it seems pretty well done. It kind of has a feel of like a Samurai Jack kind of feel to the animation.
Oh, yeah, that was my point.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm trying to watch Blue-Eyed Samurai.
No, that's very good. That's talk about an excellent show. That's an excellent show.
I got to sit down and watch Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Yeah. So. Blue-Eyed Samurai is an excellent show. I can't wait for season 2 of that. But let's get into this Agatha All Along, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we got 3 episodes so far.
And real quick before we get into Agatha All Along, I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to give Marvel credit for making Falcon cool? Because I don't think in the comic
Falcon was okay.
Cool. Like making him Captain America was like, we gotta do something, man. This guy's got a birdie too. You know what I mean?
I remember
he was corny. He was mad corny. And Anthony Mackie, however he plays him, they make him look cool. And now he's gonna have like a little sidekick, the new Falcon. Really,
Anthony Mackie is a good actor. You know, he makes his character seem cool. Like the Altered Carbon with him in it. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I just want to give them credit for making Falcon cool. He's not a cool character.
Well, you know the Falcon in comic books for a time. They kind of played on this from Infinity War and Endgame, should I say, right? But the Falcon for a time took over for Captain America because he turned into an old man Captain America.
Oh yeah,
he got de-aged in the comic books for a while, and the aged Captain America was like the he took over Nick Fury's role, like with Shield and stuff like that. But he couldn't fight the same and stuff like that, you know. But like so Falcon had to be like
Captain America.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just want to I hope they make this movie good enough where we're like, yeah, you know, like it's coming out February 14th. It's coming up on Valentine's Day and Black History Month. You can't get it out.
Well, God knows how much money they spent on doing it and reshooting it and reshooting it and reshooting it and adding people last minute and adding things last minute. So, yeah.
You can't go out there and Black History Month and get beat by somebody who's red. You just can't do that, dog. Like, you owe it to us.
That's it. But that's it for MCU for the year, right? Until February, right? Agatha All Along.
Yeah, after Agatha, February.
Yeah. Interesting. So yeah. Let's talk about this Agatha All Along, man. We got a very surprising, entertaining show. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I think so. So I got invited to these watch parties, which I'll probably got to do another watch party Wednesday on Comics and it's another YouTuber, and she invited me to do a watch party with her. And I wasn't feeling the show from the beginning anyway. Before episode 1, I said, okay, I'll do the watch party episode 1, and if I don't like it, I'm checking out. You know, Acolyte style. Like I'm not even running more than an episode. You know, this is not gonna get me this time. You know what I mean? And I enjoyed it for what it was. I think it's entertaining. You know, I had low expectations. There you go. So what I got out of it was very entertaining. So I'm here for it. I like it so far. I like the plot. I like her trying to, you know, fix herself and fix her powers. You know, I mean, she's still a bad guy, or you know, with devious intentions. You know what I mean? You know, and I like the mystery of the witches and the lore that they're building with it, and like how the covens work and things like that. And it just seems all interesting and to me so far. You know. I like the mystery about her son. I like the mystery about what if when Wanda's now gone and all the magic that the Darkhold had, you know, it's been negated because she destroyed that book and all the universes, you know, and the multiverse of madness, should I say. that being said, also the mystery of the team, you know, is this her? Is this Agatha's son? Is this maybe Wanda's son? You know, we don't really know yet. It's just a bunch of guesses. But yeah, I'm here for it. You know, we got a Mephisto finally name drop.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah.
Did they drop the name?
Yeah.
Missed it?
Episode 3.
Missed it.
Yeah. One of the witches talks about it because they were like talking about like the rumors about Agatha, and they're like, oh, some say she sold her son's soul to the Mephisto, or is an agent of Mephisto or something like that.
I think she did. She sold the son for the Darkhold.
Yeah. But it's crazy because I think I'm a little different on the show. I'm not really like I'm watching it, but I'm not like really sitting down and invested in it. I feel like I'm watching it just to kind of, you know, it's an extension of WandaVision, and I think I'm watching it to see if Wanda's at some point is going to come back, which I feel like will happen at the end of the series. That's my prediction. To me, it's Hocus Pocus, but make it Marvel.
Yeah. Like I said, I had low expectations. You know what I mean? Like,
what I do like, and I think we got a lot of that in the first one, is how they set it up. So you got all the WandaVision vibes where Agatha feels like she's in a TV show, or her mind is in a TV show, and you see what she's, what her spell that she's under. You see what she sees, and we get all the Wanda, Easter eggs. You get, the teen who, honestly, I think it is Wiccan, is Billy. And I think, well, it is Billy because whenever he says his name, Wanda's signature is on his lips. So that, the stuff you see on his mouth when he tries to say his name, it's Wanda's signature.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out how.
I didn't really pay attention to that, but I gotta look again now and see. Yeah. Yeah.
So when he talks, they mute him when he says his name, and then his mouth just turns into a Wanda signature. But I'm just trying to piece together how it would be Wiccan. Maybe he summoned like the consciousness of Billy. I'm trying to figure that part out. Maybe it's Wanda communicating through him. It could be a bunch of things, and I think that's like the big mystery that I want to find out, because I feel like that's going to be a major like plot twist later on.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, I almost passed out in the third episode.
Dang, it was boring.
Like it was. Okay. Yeah, it was just getting kind of like. It kind of feels predictable. There's all these like witch tropes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just kind of felt predictable too. It's just like they're going on this. It's like the Wizard of Oz to me. Like they're going down the witch's road. And they're hitting all these. Yeah, they're all hitting these little obstacles. But I mean, like Speedy with Acolyte, I have to feel invested because I'm already invested in Marvel.
There's two things for people who continue shows that are already invested. I can give you what I call the True Blood warning. Time to lose for you. I should have never finished True Blood. I should have bowed out early on True Blood. But I stayed long enough for the episodes where the seasons were about witches. So I agree with you, Joey. There are some tropes of like witches in here. I would say I expected that from the trailer. But I'm a little more than I thought I would. I think it's a comedy. I think it's a good comedic show, with some intrigue underneath. Listen, I'm being an actor here. It's a testament to performances, because Captain Zahn is like
your friend's still in it.
He's still there,
boy.
Yeah, he's getting that checks. Yeah. He's getting them Marvel checks, baby.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there. He's red carpeted out, and then he's still in it. Who knows? Who knows what he's gonna be? But I think the performances are holding up the show more so than the plot itself. Like, we would be interested in Agatha if Captain Zahn, if she wasn't playing Captain Han. I'm sorry, if she wasn't playing it so well? Probably not. And I think the expectations were kind of like, why are they doing an Agatha show? And for that to be said, I'm interested. I'm interested. If Madam Web was this, we'd all be okay. So like, sometimes you got to say, like, could it be worse? Like, yeah, it definitely could be worse. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm more intrigued than I was. And I didn't hate She-Hulk, but I'm more into this than I was She-Hulk.
Yeah, I just think the third wall explanation at the last episode is what derailed She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And that was too.
It's like the whole series was.
And they could have still done the third wall, and they could have done it, just wrote it a lot better and be more intriguing than what they did.
Yeah, they literally like so it's like at the end of She-Hulk, so the show didn't count because she retconned everything.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't
everything. Yeah.
I
give them a listen. It was I don't know what's the last show we saw before this. We saw Loki season 2, which Loki season 2 was great. What's the last Marvel show before Agatha? Is that it?
That was it.
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel was okay.
No, Miss Marvel wasn't on it. Miss Marvel wasn't this year. It was the year before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm confused.
It's
definitely Loki 2 and then this.
Okay.
It's consecutive. I like Loki season 2. We're on episode 3 of this. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. So I don't know, man. Marvel's getting a little bit of swagger back a little bit. Like kind of stepping in tune, and all the theories were bouncing around is bringing up a little more anticipation what they have going. So I'm hyped for it.
There you go.
Yeah. So looking forward to more of that. I think we talked about everything that I wanted to talk about, guys. So
everybody watched Beetlejuice, right? I still haven't seen Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice. Great.
Beetlejuice.
And
they cast Hal Jordan for the.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. They did cast Hal Jordan.
And now now for Jonathan Stewart. There's between two guys. One of the guys that's on that Netflix show that's really popular.
Yeah.
The Ridge something.
Ridge, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to that show. I think
not The Voice.
It was supposed to be Josh Brolin, but he pulled out.
No, they put this other guy that he was in Friday Night Lights. I forget his name now.
Yeah, he was the coach of Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
He was in Godzilla.
I like this. Okay.
And he was the cop, the FBI agent in Wolf of Wall Street.
Kyle Chandler.
Kyle Chandler. Yeah. I like him.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna do an older Hal Jordan. They're gonna do like the I don't know if you guys have read some Green Lantern comic books. They're gonna do that. And when Hal Jordan goes a little bad, he starts keeping Green Lantern's rings. I forget the name of the evil character he was.
Oh man, he becomes not Nexus.
Yeah.
What's interesting, and I think the reason why Josh Brolin backed out the role was because it was only for the show. So, which means Hal Jordan's probably not going to make it past the show,
right?
And Jonathan Stewart's going to be the main Green Lantern going forward because the John Stewart's going to be the one that crosses over into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Parallax.
Parallax. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I think they're going to do the Parallax thing with him.
Yeah,
which is
that's the one they did in the Ryan Reynolds one.
Yeah.
But between John Stewart,
that anyway. But yeah,
between the Jonathan Stewart or the John Stewart Green Lantern is between Aaron Pierre and Stephen James. Those are the top choices.
Stephen James, I'm not familiar. You said Stephen James?
Yeah, Stefan or Stephen James.
Okay, I'm not too familiar with him.
That's according to comic book.
Yeah.
I'm excited for a Green Lantern show. Like, I think it's going to be pretty dope.
Absolutely.
You are?
Yeah.
So Green Lantern is always tricky for me. It's like Fantastic Four. Coming up, Green Lantern was like always corny to me.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. Of course, when they did Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, I thought they made him cool. In that they made every character kind of cool in an animated show. Though. Hawkman and Hawkgirl were cool in that.
Yeah. Even like the C and E characters were cool in that. And like
Animal Man.
Animal.
Like that
There was one guy. What was the guy that was from King Arthur time? He was like
Shiny Knight.
Yeah, something like that.
His name was Shiny Knight. And a whole episode, he was like, "Oh." So I'm open.
Vigilante. Remember Vigilante?
Yeah, Vigilante is funny as hell in Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Peacemaker, which I think is they're going to do a season 2 of that also. So, good stuff going on in geekdom. We just gotta wait.
Yeah, we just gotta wait. I think we talked about everything done today. I think we're gonna wrap up the show, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, every Monday we do this live on the Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mr. Tarek Lewis, let everyone know how they can follow you, sir, and what you got going on.
My name's Tarek on Instagram and also on YouTube, and just wrapped yesterday on a new shoot.
Nice.
So, we'll see how long it takes for me to edit that, and then it'll be out.
Nice. I'm excited for that. Mr. Joey Franchise, everyone know how they can follow you. What's going on with you?
Tap in with me on my personal page at Joey Franchise, and of course Franchise on film.
All right. Of course, you can follow me at DJ Speedy JR, all the socials. Subscribe to the Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel and be part of the Geek Culture Congress podcast whenever we talk about all this geek stuff, and we want you to be part of it. So join us here live and comment and be a part of the show. Shout out to everyone who still listens to us on the audio version of this podcast. If you feel like you would enjoy the audio version of this better, by all means, find Geek Culture Congress podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. Okay, have a good one, everybody. Be safe. Until next time. Yeah.
Real quick, rest in peace to Kimmy Matumbo, Pete Rose, and prayers to everybody who's out there suffering from this storm.
That's right. I hope everything works out for it, and we do wish you all the best. Everyone who's going through a hard time right now. Have a good one, everybody. Be safe. We will see you next week. We're going to talk more about the Penguin and Agatha all along, and I don't know whatever the heck else comes out. We'll definitely talk about it then.
Joker comes out.
Yeah, Joker. We might have to talk about that Joker.
I'm going to see it on Wednesday.
I've seen a little bit too much of the Mads. Yeah. Hopefully it's going to be entertaining. Have a good one, everybody. Be safe. Peace.